Really good win for our club. I thought we played really well. I thought the score was a little, misleading, just that it was so high scoring. But at bats were really good. We hit some balls hard in the first 3 innings. A lot of balls really hard. That just didn't get a lot to show for it. And then we scored in the last 5 innings of the game. So we scored in 5 of 8 innings, and 5 innings in a row. And I think we had 5 hitters with multi-hit games. So good effort by our club. I was glad to get a lot of guys in the game on the mound. We're kind of getting to that point in the season where there's some guys that we're using twice on the weekend, and really want to be at our best in the bullpen in May. So was glad that we were able to pitch some other guys that hadn't been out there as much, and then rest some guys for the weekend. So good effort by our club. Alex told me that it's the fastest to 30 wins since the 2006 season, I believe. So that's quite an accomplishment. And certainly not the end goal for the team, but good win for us.
Colby, you set the freshman record for home runs today. How does that feel?
It's a pretty cool accomplishment. Not everyone gets to do something like that, and I'm just happy that I can help the team win.
Coach, speaking of pitchers that kind of got a chance to get on the mound today, Braden, Gainey, and Hunter Hoops gave you a really strong first 4 innings. What did you kind of see from them as they kind of worked through some jams and, kept the score at 0 for those first 4 innings?
Yeah, I mean, Gainey hadn't been out there in a while, and that can, when guys go 2 or 3 weeks without getting in that bat or getting live, it can be hard. So I thought he just did a good job of throwing strikes and putting up a couple of zeros. And Hunter Hoops is a guy that we're really counting on, and he got out there against Missouri, and JJ and I talked this morning. We're like, we have to pitch Hoops today because we're really, again, counting on him in the back half of league play. So it was good to see him back out there. I thought the ball was really coming out. He was up to, I think, 95 or 96, so it looked sharp.
Over the last week and a half, you guys won your first SEC series and then sweeping, obviously, the series this past weekend, and then obviously a great convincing win tonight. How's it feel? Are you guys feeling comfortable, more together? How's the momentum feeling?
I mean, man, I said the whole time I really like this team. It's my 20th year in the league, and there's a ton of ups and downs. And yeah, I'm human. I was pretty down last Friday night after the Auburn game, but I never wavered on how I felt about the kids or how confident I was in the ability of this team. So kind of feels like we're finding our groove right now. We're getting guys settled into roles. It took us a little bit longer to do that than we would have liked. Some of that was, some injuries on the mound and whatnot. We certainly would love to have Grayson Hitt and Ben Hess in there, but McNary and McMillan have really stepped up in those starting roles, and Alton and Riley and some other guys have been, stepped up in the pen, and looks like we're kind of starting to click up and down the lineup offensively, got paint going, and these guys have been pretty consistent. So I like where we are. If you had told me, a month ago we get through, week 6, we'd have a top 20 RPI, we'd have 30 wins, we'd be a 500 league play without hitting Hess, I'd take it, and I kind of like where we're heading.
Tom, there was a lot of power on display tonight all over the lineup. But take us through your at bat where you kind of just, sent a moonshot over the center field wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those funky guys are tough to go up against because it's just a different arm slot, and it's just like the different speeds. So I just had to box adjust, move up in the box a little bit, and just kind of be as relaxed as possible against those guys and just trust their eyes. And he hung that slider early in that bat, and I just missed it, and so I just didn't want to miss it again. And just try to stay relaxed and just basically just get the barrel on the ball and let the bat do the rest.
Obviously, you got 2 series coming up, LSU, Vanderbilt, 2 of the toughest teams in the conference. Tommy, what does it mean, like we said, series win, series sweep, and a win tonight? What momentum does that do for y'all as y'all go ahead those, against those 2 tough teams?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, momentum's big in baseball, and so just coming into these weekends, confidence, just knowing that we can go against anybody is always huge. And so we're just fired up to go into an environment like that and play our best baseball.
You guys got anything else?
To follow up on what you said about the LSU series, Coach, what are some things that you're looking to sort of eliminate with LSU's game? Guys like Tommy White and Dylan Cruz that can really launch a ball. What's something you notice about them that can kind of stop and give yourselves a chance?
We just got to be us, and that's kind of where we've gone to the last 10 days. Let's just worry about us. Look, man, LSU's great. They're number 1. Got best pitcher in college baseball, best hitter, But I mean, dude, we've been to Florida, we've been to Arkansas. I mean, they're gonna be really good. You know what? I think we're pretty good. So, really, not. I respect LSU. It's gonna be a tremendous challenge. It's a really tough place to play, but just worried about us going down there and playing our best and being aggressive and not being on our heels.
Anything else? All right.
Thank y'all.